Welcome back to a new episode of No Bonnets in First Class. Before I get started, I do want to introduce a special for my book, Through the Eye, for my birthday. The birthday special is if you order it through the website, www.wild-american.com, I will send you 2 books. I will autograph one, and I will send you the second one for you to give to someone. So, with that being said, I have a special guest today, and I love this woman from the time I met her. She was at a business event and with my daughter Khadijah on the Beltline, and she was invited to our business group, Grameen America, which is a micro lending unit for female minority entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And Miss Alexis Kane has been such an asset to this group, the ultimate professional. And I'm so happy that you could be here with me today, Alexis.
Thank you so much for having me, Wanda. It's giving you want me to cry already because you know how I get. I appreciate you so much for having me here today and just for welcoming me when I did join the group. So thank you.
You're so welcome. And Alexis has a personal care business. She represents it so beautifully. Her displays are breathtaking. I even kind of wanted to jump into the realm of doing moving bookstore, just because looking at her displays made me want to do art, because it reminds me of art when I see it. Even when she first came to the group, I was like, how's this business going to work? But because of the way she displays and the promotions that she gives, it's a no-brainer.
Yes.
If you want to take care of yourself, but I'm going to let Alexis tell you a little about her business.
Absolutely. So my business is Taste Deluxe. Taste is spelled T-A-C-E. It represents the Alexis Kane experience. I feel like any interaction, exchanging energy with my people, they will always experience the Alexis Kane experience, whether I am providing a service, delivering a product, or just showing up as my all-natural self. It's an experience. And the fact that you said art really just touches my soul, because when we talk about these flower baths that Taste Deluxe curates, it is really art. It's not the faux roses that are just thrown through the rooms at these hotel setups. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against them. I'm just the organic, all-natural rose girl. So when I create and deliver for my taste babes, it is pure art. And I like that to show in our displays when we're promoting products, when I'm talking about the services. You can see it. It's different.
It is.
But,
It really is.
Thank you.
How did you come up with this concept? Like, what made you
I'm a
want to do
spa whore.
this? Okay.
I am a spa whore to the core, okay? But no, corporate America, burnout, and just always needing that time for myself. It was always the spa for me. And I took a business class some years ago, and they talked about, what do you invest your money mostly into? Whatever you invest your money mostly into, you clearly have some type of passion for that. And for me, it was fashion and self-care. I've tried both. I'm like, girl, the queen of all queens, okay? Queen of what? Jack of all trades, but queen of all hats. I've done a lot of things, but when it comes to self-care, that's just a non-negotiable. Comes natural, because looking good makes you feel good, and when you feel good, others feel good when they're just in your presence, and you just do great things when you look and feel good. That's just my opinion. And in order to do that, personal care plays a big part of that. Our wellness, our self-care. If we're not pouring into each other, filling up our cup, who's going to do it for us? We can't wait for nobody else to do it. So I own that, and I try to just have my taste babes kind of do the same.
Well, I'm happy to be one of your
Yes,
taste babes.
you are, girl. And happy birthday, by the way, girl.
Let's go. Oh, thank
you know, birthday season. My girl's a whole Aquarius. She got some goodies coming. She'll have to post it and show it up here with the book on
I
another
may have
episode.
to show you some slides of me in that flower bath.
With your
'cause,
bath caddy, girl.
with my bath caddy, which I purchased.
Yes.
And Alexis is from Seaside, California, which is
Yes.
Northern California.
It
Does
is.
that make you a Valley girl, or is that the other end?
You know, it's like, it depends who you talk to, because you got Carmel Valley, which is where I grew up, Monterey. So Monterey Peninsula, it includes Carmel, Pacific Grove, Pebble Beach. A lot of, prominent people go there to play golf, but I was born and raised in a small city that's just surrounded by all of that, and it's Seaside, right off the water. So that's just another plug into how I'm so in love with water. Water is healing. So when we talk about these flower baths, these transformative bath services that I offer, I grew up in ocean water, beach water. Like, that was my weekend thing. I looked forward to going to the ocean to cleanse, the salt, so it's not a surprise that I have a business that aligns with water.
Okay. Oh, well,
Yes.
I'm so
But it's beautiful.
glad.
It's Northern California, to answer your question. LA is more considered like Southern California, and that's like, they got Valley girls over there
Okay.
too. So it just
Okay.
depends who you talk to, because some people will be like, I'm a Carmel Valley girl. I just say I'm a Seaside girl. So,
Okay. Well,
a ocean girl to the core.
California's never been one of my favorite places.
Why?
You got it was a little pretentious back in the 80s.
Ooh,
Remember, I'm a
yes.
little older than you. But
That era was definitely like New Jack City for me. Like,
right.
no.
But just getting around, meeting people, and now you are like my favorite California girl.
I
so
love that. I received that.
I just now what caused you to move south?
So cost of living, for sure. Working in corporate America over 20 plus years, I've traveled a lot, and each time I would travel, different colleagues would host at their homes, and specifically here in Atlanta, Austin, Texas. And I'm like, wait, this is your house? Like, they could host a whole freaking fair if they wanted to in their backyard. And I'm like, what am I doing? I am working too hard to not have ownership over where I lay my head at. And the more and more I traveled, the more and more I would come and go. I was like, no, I need it. And so I tried, but California is very expensive. Love it down. Never thought I would leave. But when it came to ownership, it just felt like I had more access here in Atlanta.
Right, more bang for your buck.
And the South too, way better. I don't want a shack for $1 million. I want land, property, some acres, something, So cost of living, for sure. And at the time, I worked for a really great tech company that actually helped me with everything. I got to take a whole month off. I was able to focus. I had a whole plan. I was like, girl, you get into Atlanta, you're going to buy the house. We're going to open up the spa. And it's just going to be a whole vibe. But life
you are
happens.
a whole vibe.
Thank you.
So-
You too, girl. You too.
The beauty of it is, especially like we met in a business setting,
Yes.
but everybody's not always business in a
Yes.
business setting. So when you meet those people that are the ones with no bonus,
Yes.
the ones that's not like, we have a little 30
Because we're going to
minute.
keep that hair done, girl. We're going, if nothing else, if no makeup, no face, baby, the hair, no bonnet. It's done. No.
Maybe at night, but then it's time to come
It's
out.
a time and place. Definitely a
So
time and
I'm
place.
sure traveling back and forth, you're seeing these people at the airport
Yes.
with pajamas, bonnets, the whole thing.
Yes.
And you have an impressionable daughter.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kind of keep her from following the peers and, just because every time I see her, she's
Yes.
with you and
Girl.
she's exemplifying what you're showing. So, that may be a little hard in these times.
Yeah,
How do you keep her kind of on point?
Thank you, first off, because that's a compliment to me just to hear you speak of my daughter like that, because she is. I take pride in that. And I think it goes back to the fact that I've just been an entrepreneur since before having her. So she grew up with me seeing her only woman role model constantly, like, girl, you in the commercial with me. No, we're going to do this together. Sexy Saturday it is. Like, to where she grew into her own. And I really didn't have to tell her. I think she learned just through my behavior, and my example that I was setting for myself. When I go outside, I'm intentional. When you go outside, you better be the same. Now, we battle sometimes because I'll be like, girl, you too cute when you go with your other people and you want to just be kind of laid back with me. She's like, not at the business event. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I can't argue with you there.
Wonderful thing. She knows the difference.
Definitely knows the difference. She's very, I would say, she's just very versatile when it comes to conversations. She could talk business all day long. She could talk about, guns, flat tires, the world. Like, she's so smart. So I just think she's grown into her own. And even with all of the temptation is what I like to call it, because a lot of girls are followers, but she was born to be a leader. And even at a young age, I would tell her, girl, you work for me. She's like, no, I work with you, not for you. I was like, oh, check me real quick, girl. But I didn't tell her to say that. So the fact that she had that instilled in her is like, okay, you're learning something from over here, because we're not working for, we working with,
anybody.
So it's just those little things that she would drop on me, and I'm like, okay, so you understanding. But yeah, she's not that type of girl. She's like, when you talk about hair, she wants to switch it up every week. Okay. Every week. I'm like, girl, get the bonnet. Look, at that point, get the bonnet, because who got the budget for all these hairstyles?
Right.
But no.
No, that's a beautiful thing. And that may be what's missing.
Yeah.
Like, this is what's happening. Girls are on their own.
Yeah.
With this thing in front of their face.
Yeah.
And they see
so
somebody
much comparison, So maybe that can be a thing or a theme, young ladies. Like, let's just show them how you could show up with your natural beauty, with your hair, whether it's a wig, a weave, your natural style. But when we're walking through these airports, we want to be a representation of who our culture is at its core. You never know who you're sitting next to on that airplane. I worked for United Airlines for a short period of my journey. And when I tell you, those first class flights hit different. But if you're not dressed to impress, you might not get that bump up, you know? So if you showing up like you have a seat in first class, you just never know. You just might get one. So for me, that's how I like to always see it, because somebody could just like having the conversation and want to continue to the point they like, sit next to me in first class. But if you're not dressed to sit in first class, who's going to want to invite you?
Right.
So you got to show up as if you already got that seat A1. Okay.
You have to show up out your door.
Yes.
You don't. You never know.
You never know.
I mentioned in my book, I met someone, I was a sales girl in a store that nobody came in. And that lady, I kind of did what I do.
Yes.
And she was like, Harold, you don't belong here.
Girl, okay. Teach me.
She gave me her card. They hired me on the spot.
Wow.
She said they would. And I went from being in a mall that nobody kind of comes to anymore to being in Phipps, which is like Lennox's counterpart. Liz Claiborne rep. Just like it happens. So that's why I'm almost heartbroken when I see these kids looking like they don't have guidance, they don't have parents, they don't have role models. So I'm so proud when I see someone like your daughter. And
it comes down to self-love for me, because sometimes in our culture, it's hard when you have your parents who might not be able to pour into you because they're providing for you and they can't teach you, the things that, if given the opportunity to have the budget to not have to sacrifice or struggle, they probably could have that time to teach. But if you're going to be on these apps, learn how to pour into you and how to create that self-love that you give yourself. And it shows with how you show up for yourself. Because for me, I'm looking at it like when I see that, I just be like wanting a hug. Like, you need a hug, girl. You need to just come. Let me give you a whole self-care situation and get you right. Because when that lacks, it's a mental thing.
It is.
You know, I would love to see more young girls really show how much they love themselves with their clothes on and with their, just fully covered.
You just said that, with their clothes on.
You don't have to, like, I'm not up here like, not today. No, it's a time and a place. And only you should be seeing that unless you're married or with a significant other outside of that. But, it's nothing against it. And I'm not here to bash anyone who does. I'm just here to say we have a lot of young girls that we have to be the role models for. And you don't have to show skin 25/8 because it attracts the wrong attention, the wrong type of love, that fake love. You want that internal self-love that you give yourself.
Absolutely.
With your clothes on.
With your clothes on, even when you may show a little something.
It's
the
okay.
decor, how you act.
It's okay.
Friend, relative, because I am considering making Hajj, asked, so are you going to cover this year?
Right.
I said, I'm covered every day, sweetie.
Yeah. Ooh.
Every day. Regardless of what I have on.
Wow.
Regardless of what you think covering
Yes.
is. I know what it is.
And that's the thing, everyone's description or, different strokes for different folks is what I like to say. Just like we can't please everybody. You can't make everyone like you, and that should never be the goal. As long as you love who you wake up and see in that mirror every morning, that's key. But if your thing is, showing off everything and that's your lifestyle, get paid for it. Don't show up for free online. That would be my one piece of advice, because if this is a decision and a choice that you're making, be profitable with it. Don't give it away for free, because you got so many people doing that online today. And it's like, no, you could invest that into something else.
Right. And I think, products like yours help you love yourself.
For sure.
That's the key that's kind of missing. Because you got a lot of kids, you got a lot of adults out here searching, trying to fill that hole.
Healing.
And the hole really is already filled.
It's a childhood
It's inside
wound.
you.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
It's an unhealed childhood wound is what I like to say. And that's why it goes back to that point. If your parents don't love themselves, it's going to show with how the child loves themselves, that insecurity, it just shows in all the different ways. But with apps that these kids and people and adults are on, use it to your benefit, to whatever you feel you're lacking. Research that. Research how to master that. Research how to master communicating with every other word not being or those are filler words, but research that. Toastmasters, enroll in that. It's like so many resources out here that can help you fill the gap that you might see as a void. And the more you pour into yourself with these type of skills, these type of mannerisms, it's all love. So you start to love yourself even more. You get more confident, and you start mastering who you are and how you love yourself. And people treat you how you treat yourself.
Absolutely.
So if you're walking around here and it exudes, you don't care about yourself, you're going to attract the people to take advantage of you because they see you don't.
And they're looking for that. Unfortunately, you have a lot of people walking around looking for someone they can control, someone they can manipulate. And that's why we're here, guys. We're not here to really talk about bonnets.
Right.
The bonnet is a reflection of who you are in the world, how you show up. So we're not bashing bonnets. I had a bonnet on last night, I think, for a little while. But we just want to keep pouring into you what has been poured into us.
Yes, for sure.
I realized even though I didn't have the perfect childhood, I realized I had an enchanted childhood.
Yes.
So therefore, I pour into kids.
Mm-hmm.
I pour into the things I love.
Yes.
And the kids, they tell me I'm hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hard, I'm tough,
Mm-hmm.
because the world is hard and tough.
Yes. Yes.
If you don't get a soft
Mm-hmm.
landing every now and then,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm back to that flower bath I want for my birthday.
Yes, girl. Yes.
If you don't do that for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
ever,
Yeah.
I mean, this is why you show up in the world mad.
Mm-hmm.
Sad, mad, all those expletives that don't exude love.
Yes.
If they say love is the key, love is the answer, it really is.
And it just goes back to like you teach people how to treat you the way you treat yourself. I had the most amazing shower last night. The most amazing. But when a person knows that you're intentional about the products you're using in the shower, about how you will spend 15 minutes after that shower rubbing in that oil, okay, that body butter needs to touch every crease in my crack. Like, it just hits different, but you teach them how to treat you. So when they, want to go above and beyond, they know just how to, because she's not going to settle for nothing less than that steamy lights everywhere, camera action, a good shower, okay?
Right.
Followed by, the taste of Lexway. But no, it's so key. Take that extra 5 minutes, wake up early, journal, pray, pour into you, start the day on a positive note. It's so important that we carve out this time for ourselves. It's a priority. It's a non-negotiable, because if you don't, and you always put it off, you won't. Let's just be real, you won't ever make the time to do it. But when you buy things, it's like, I was so proud of you, Wanda. When you bought your bath caddy, do you know how many Taste Babes, they buy their caddies? I'll get some that just post on social media and tag me. But when I say you was intentional, my girl carved out her time. And I think it was a Sunday. That self-care Sunday or me time Monday, my girl was in there. We had the Through the Eye book on her bath caddy. My girl carved out that time, and I was so proud. I think you might still have that text message where I said, girl, the fact that you prioritize this time for you is what I do this for, because it's so important that we take up space in this world for ourselves.
It is. It is the most important thing.
Yes.
If
else.
Alexis said it. If you don't love yourself, how can you teach someone else how to love you?
Yeah.
If you think it's coming from the outside, or if you, I have a new girl, and I told her today, everybody's got excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because my mom was this, my dad was that.
Mm-hmm.
God gave you a life.
Yes, yes.
You got one life. It ain't your dad's life. It ain't your mom's life. And they probably did the best they could with what they had.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you get the baton.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a baton before you have a child. You get a baton for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to you to do the best you can with what you have. My parents weren't that educated, but my grandmother told me, girl, you're going to bust your brain.
Yeah.
Because I love education. I love school. I still take a class now and then. Just in case people don't know,
that
62 plus, college is free.
Yes.
In a state college.
Amen.
So I take those classes.
Yes.
Just until I'm going to live till I die.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. And when I'm gone, you don't have to cry.
Girl, because we're going to have this podcast to live on, baby.
And those are the things I get to leave. I get to leave my
planting
book.
Seeds.
I get to leave things for
knowledge.
My children's children.
You get to leave what you love. Taking me to my point, they say success leaves clues. So does love. It's not a lie. You just have to be intentional with it, and you have to be willing to give it and receive it, but know how to. It could start with a hug. It could start with an I love you. It could start with, if you don't hear those things, stand in the mirror and tell them to yourself.
Absolutely.
You love you. Don't wait for no one to tell you that. Wake up, show up, and talk to you, because it's going to be you. when it is that time, we go alone. It's nobody with us. So it's so important that we treat ourselves like that, because I promise you, if you love yourself, it's going to show in all that you do. I don't play about nothing my name's attached to. And I don't play about how I show up when it's time to deliver on what my name is attached to. And that's just a part of how much I love me, my business, my brand, and just my people. I want to give them what I give.
Exactly.
And I always strive for 100. It might not always be that, and that's okay too. We're not perfect. We're not sitting here like we're better than anyone. We're just sitting here trying to give you a couple little nuggets on how to pour into you and love on you.
The competition is you, is me.
Yes.
I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday.
Yes.
I'm trying to and that's all we want for you.
Yes, for sure.
That's why we're here. We're not here to have judgment.
No.
We're not here to make anybody feel bad. We're really here to try to make you feel good.
Good, for sure.
So,
and give you just some ways to show up if you don't know. Because they say, if you don't know what you don't know. But after watching this podcast, you know, because we're telling you so.
That's why we're here. So here we have wrapped another episode of No Bonnets.
Yes.
And I do want you guys to understand, when you hear No Bonnets, or when you see me in the airport with my No Bonnet sweatshirt, because I will be the bonnet police.
That part.
And I do understand you can wear whatever you like. That's why I'm going to wear that. But that's why we're only here to show you love.
Absolutely.
We're only here because we love you.
Yes.
We could be doing other things with our time.